Flood victims in Sinchubale yet to receive assistance from the Gambia government. Groups clean Muslim and Christian cemeteries in Greater Banjul area. German police donate equipment to Gambia Police Force. These and more coming on Gambia 24 News Bulletin. Welcome back. You're watching Gambia 24 News Bulletin with me, Mariama Champ. Thanks for joining us. And now the news in detail. Residents in Sinchubalia whose houses were destroyed by floods in mid-October said they have yet to receive support in the form of food from the Gambia government on October 22nd. Their fellow flood victims in the neighboring village of Nemakunku received 200 bags of rice from the borough administration. Naisise has more details in this report.
Dozens of houses were destroyed in the communities of Nemakunku and Sinchubalia in the Kombo North district of the West Coast region during floods that occurred on the 12th and 13th of October. Weeks after the destruction, the Gambia government responded with a food package of 200 bags of rice as a support to the flood victims in Nemakunku. The Nemakunku Village Development Committee then decided in consultation with the parliamentarian for Old Yundum that 50 of the 200 bags of rice donated by the government will be given to flood victims in Sinchubalia, according to its Secretary General Ibrahim Mambure. However, some flood victims in Sinchubalia told iAfrica TV on Monday that they have yet to receive food aid not directly from the government or from the people of Nemakunku. Fode Sane, a flood victim, said they only heard about food aid but have yet to see any donations coming their way.
We are experiencing hardship until now. The houses are still wet and a lot of our materials have been lost to the flood. Since that happened, we have heard that they donated some bags of rice to some victims, but we have not received anything yet. They are giving it to people they know, and those of us who are renting here in Sunkibalia are not given anything yet.
Last month's heavy downpour destroyed dozens of houses in Sinchubalia and Nemakunku, including a Christian cemetery. The effects have been a cause for concern because the Gambia has a low capacity to deal with massive flooding. Aissatou Marang, another flood victim in Sinchubalia, said they need support either from the government or any other person or institution.
We are requesting for help from anywhere we get it because we lost a lot of materials. Our fences, chairs have been broken.
Some of the flood victims in Sinchubalia have received their share of the 50 of the 200 bags of rice that was given to victims in Nemakunku. Kumbaso, whose house was also destroyed by the heavy downpour, said her family received a bag of rice from the people of Nemakunku and also donations from Honorable Abdullah Sise, the National Assembly member for Old Yundum.
Yes, it is true that we received support. A lady came here to offer us a bag of rice, a bag of sugar, and a gallon of oil. Our MP also offered us a bag of rice each. Some received 2 bags of rice, and because the houses that were flooded was many, some people did not receive 2 bags of rice.
Floods have been a major natural disaster affecting the Gambia over the last decade. Its effects have been a cause for concern because the Gambia is situated in the lower lying coast and it has a low capacity in resolving the problems of floods. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Daisy.
Those were some flood victims in Sinchubalia yet to receive support from the government. Now, the German police support team in the Gambia on Monday presented a package of equipment to the Gambia Police Force at a ceremony held at the Gambia Police Training Academy. Aissatou Tamba tells us more.
The gears worth over $600,000 is equipment donated to the Gambia Police Force, including 1,500 face masks, 10,000 protected gloves, and more than 100 bottles of hand sanitizers. The German police support team also donated medical equipment to the Gambia Police Academy Clinic. A senior project coordinator, German police support team said the partnership between the two police services has been significant during the past years.
And particularly providing traffic safety and security is one of the core principles and the core tasks of a police service which the population expects us from. It is not a secret that traffic safety and security, also in the Gambia as it is in Germany, is of high tension when we look at casualties, dangers and risks that are happening every day. Professionally trained police officers managing traffic prevention and even enforcement tasks are needed. In a close cooperation with our partners from the Gambia Police Service, we therefore developed commonly a Train the Trainer program on traffic policing, which will start today.
The commanding officer of the Gambia Police Force, Mohamed El Sonko, welcomed the gesture from the Germans. He said the Gambia Police Academy has been facing difficulties and challenges as a security institution since 1984 when it was built.
We witnessed two important issues. Issues of donating valuable items to the police, which includes sanitary materials and of course medical materials, medications. We hope and believe that our friends from Germany have shared everything with us, or to an extent they are concerned about our health situation. There can be no nation without good health. A sick nation is no nation. A sick person is no person. And we can't call ourselves a training academy without an adequate medical facility in this school. They visited us some time back, and just 3 weeks ago. And I'm surprised in 3 weeks, very valuable medical materials arrived in the Gambia for the police academy. A lot has been done by them, but a lot more, to everybody's surprise, is on the way.
Deputy Police Chief Ibrahim Abba, who received the items, commended the German police support team for conducting training in traffic management for Gambian officers. He added that the public order management training, which is also supported and coordinated by the Germans, will also have a great impact in the upcoming presidential elections.
Like they highlighted, there is another training going on POM. POM for the layman is public order management. We know that next year is going to be a very busy year for the Gambia. It's an election year. And you know, public order management is the primary responsibility of the police. We are the frontliners when it comes to public order. And then we are going to be faced with so many challenges next year. Already we have 14 political parties. And then we are expecting more. Don't be surprised to have 20 or 25 or even 13 political parties in the Gambia. And then you are going to be tasked with the responsibility of taking care of not only the political parties, but even the citizens. So a course in public order management could have not come at a better time. It's also a TOT. The purpose of making a TOT so that you will be able to train more people subsequently.
The German police support team technically support the Gambia officers beginning in 2018. On Monday, it facilitated a training of trainers of 15 Gambian police officers on traffic management. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Aissatou Tamba.
That's the Gambia Police Force. They are receiving equipment from the German Police Force. Now, President Barrow has been criticized by many for recalling ambassadors, especially those that are thought to be the United Democratic Party. Many hold the conviction that his action has been warranted by the fallout he has with the UDP after sacking its leader. But to President Barrow, it is a new initiative that his government has taken. Let's take a listen.
In an exclusive interview with iAfrica TV at State House, the president says his government has taken new reforms to replace the old guards with young ones, and this has manifested in the recalling of the aging ambassadors, which he says has nothing to do with politics.
I don't recall people based on politics. Even the person you are appointed, do you know which party he is supporting? Do you know? You don't know. In here, you don't know what is in there. But part of our reforms, I think we want younger people now to come in. People who have retired, 70 years, I think it's time now. They give chance to young people. And we are appointing young ambassadors. Younger, far younger than those. Okay. Look at all the new appointments. Younger appointments. Far younger than the people who were there. It's part of our reforms. That's it.
Of recent, President Barrow has appointed Bakari Baji as the new Minister for Youth and Sports, and that appointment was hailed by across the country. It has been ranked as the best appointment for the Barrow-led coalition government. Has Honorable Baji's appointment opened an avenue for many youth to get into the Barrow administration, or is it just the end of the beginning for the youth?
Yes, I'm part of our reforms. We want younger people to be in government. To me, I don't know whether that is what is going to happen, but I think that the next president will be younger than me. So that's why we want to encourage young people to take leadership. That is the reality. Young people, we believe that they are smart, they are strong, they have energy. I think they can carry the responsibility of governance in the future. That's why we are trying to encourage them. We will see more young people in my government in the future, definitely.
For political systems to be representative, all parts of society must be included. When young people are disengaged from political processes, a significant part of the population will have no influence in decision making. To make a difference in the longer term, it is essential that young people are engaged in formal political processes and have a say in politics. Inclusive political participation is crucial to stable and peaceful societies and development of policies that respond to specific needs of younger generations. For iAfrica TV, Sohna Tunkara.
That report by Sohna Tunkara on President Barrow will take us to a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and now to the rest of our stories. The second phase of the cleansing exercise of Muslim and Christian cemeteries within the Greater Banjul area took place on Saturday. Organized by the Gambia Open Society and the Foundation for Youth Development and Leadership, the initiative is meant to pay respect to the death and further cement the already existing social cohesion between the two faiths. Details in this report by Amadou Kante.
Christians and Muslims who jointly participated in the clean-up exercise embraced the initiative. Speaking at the Old Just One Cemetery on Saturday, Imam Usman Jah commended the organizers for initiating what he described as a worthy cause. He urged both Muslims and Christians to be cautious and not to allow unnecessary issues to divide them.
I am calling on both Muslims and my Christian brothers to be cautious, because sometimes you will see a Muslim or a Christian on a panel in the media debating about matters that may be unnecessary between us as brothers and sisters. All we have as people is our country, so we should commit to safeguard our nation by building unity among ourselves. There is nothing like majority among minorities in this country. It's not existing.
Philip Sen of the Christian Council also highlighted the importance of such an initiative, which he said will boost cordial relationships between the two religions. He said that the young people need to be told about how the two faiths have for long peacefully coexisted and shared a lot in their engagements.
We need to educate the young people to know the history and how we peacefully stayed together for many years in this country. If we fail to tell them the realities, they could be easily manipulated. So we are for that cause because all we have is the Gambia.
Aisen of Gambia Open Society said it was important for the two faiths and Gambians of all faiths to live in unity, peace and harmony.
Recent debates over religious issues have fused unnecessary tension in some quarters between two faiths in the country. However, the new initiative supported by Banjul Muslim elders and Christian communities in Banjul and Kanifing municipality hope to restore the long-lasting peaceful coexistence between Muslims and Christians.
Recent debates over religious issues have fused unnecessary tension in some quarters between Muslims and Christians. However, the new initiative supported by Banjul Muslim elders and the Christian community in Banjul and Kanifing municipality hope to restore the long-standing peaceful coexistence between Muslims and Christians. Reporting for Africa News, I am Amadou Kante.
There was a cleansing exercise conducted by both Muslim and Christian youths. Now, the Caliphs General of the Sheriffs in Dabokunda have called on President Adama Barrow to be more tolerant and patient in the execution of his duties. His call came during a courtesy visit to the President of the Republic of the State House on Sunday. Details in this report by Julian Jaisware.
Their visit is meant to express their unflinching support to the President and to also appeal for support to help fund their various development activities. Caliph General of the Sheriffs in Dabokunda, Alaji Yusufa Dabo, on Sunday called on the President to exercise more patience.
I am advising the President to exercise patience in the execution of his duties as a head of state. Let him treat both his enemies and friends the same way. Allah will reward him. He will have prosperity and peace by Allah's grace.
Religious advisor to the President, Dembo Bojang, stated that the President has done what neither of the former presidents were able to do in the area of religion because he is the only president who was able to gather all the sheriffs to pray for the country. According to him, the people should hold on to Barrow because he is loved by everyone in the world. He said, without which people will regret their decisions.
They have insulted him, his mother and father, and even said he is not knowledgeable and that he is a sleeping president. But his sleeping has benefited Gambia because whenever he sleeps, he dreams of development of the Gambia.
Responding to their appeal, President Barrow added that although there is no money allocated for the construction of the center, he promised to engage his developmental partners to support them.
I will talk to my developmental partners who are willing to support me about religious affairs. I will try to talk to them, and I'm hopeful that they will support me because they always support me, especially if it is about religious affairs.
President Barrow said nothing will be possible in the absence of dialogue. For iAfrica News, I am Juldenjai Suare.
Now that courtesy call visit to President Adama Barrow by Sheriffs of Dabokunda will take us to the end of Gambia 24. For more news, join africa.tv. I was your presenter, Mariama Cham. Do have a good night.